Network tokens are relevant for card not present and specifically valuable for merchants that do reoccurring card on file sort of payments. And what network tokens are is a token that is issued by a network, like a Visa, MasterCard, American Express, and Discover, in contrast to a token that is issued by a gateway or an acquirer. And so basically the value is, just like other tokens, it removes sensitive card data out of a merchant's environment, and instead of putting it with an acquirer or gateway, the responsibility is with the network. So there are three main benefits to merchants thinking about and implementing network tokens. Number one, because the tokens are maintained by the networks, in the event there are card updates, like the credit card number or the expiration date, they automatically get updated by the network. There's no need for account updater. So if you're doing subscription billing, recurring billing, it's a no-brainer. I mean, that in itself is super valuable. Number two, because card numbers get updated, real time by the networks, initial analysis shows that authorization rates can increase by about 2%. So you have higher authorization levels with network tokens. And then the third benefit is Visa has introduced, on average, a 10 basis point benefit to consumer credit cards. So if you have network tokens, your interchange fees will be about 10 basis points cheaper on consumer credit cards. It doesn't apply to debit, it doesn't apply to commercial or foreign cards. Now, there are a couple of negatives too. There's two negatives I can think of, and there are ways to kind of manage them. One is not all issuers participate in network tokens. Based on our analysis, about 10% of transactions aren't going to be eligible for network tokens. So what do you do about that? You still rely on your acquirer or your gateway tokens for those 10%. And the second is, if you're a biller and you do pinless debit online, currently the pinless debit networks aren't participating in network tokens. You don't necessarily want to send them down to the Visa, MasterCard, signature debit rails. You can still keep them pinless, you just kind of keep them out of the process flow of trying to convert them into network tokens. If you wanted to keep them on Star, Pulse, NICE, Excel, don't get network tokens for them. And that is, for most organizations, they're going to find value in implementing network tokens. We have a client that's going to see about a $2.5 million benefit, interchange savings, by doing network tokens. Now, the challenge you're going to see in the marketplace is every acquirer gateway is rushing to implement network tokens. Just because you want it today doesn't mean it's going to be available for you. But at least get the conversation going with your partners to understand readiness and also the things that you need to do internally to get ready for network tokens.